video, whether intentionally. All right, Minu, you are saying something. If you're talking to me,
I'm
please.
recording because I'm not sure if it went live, just in case. I'm also recording on iCloud. So continue.
All right. Yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So we are here to share a very interesting opportunity for those who made this video accidentally, or if you are invited by someone, don't go, stay with us. It's going to be a very interesting day as usual. And we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic, which I would like our brother Mike Ellis, as usual, to always be the one to speak. We know that last Thursday, our CEO was speaking to us. I think that was the first time in the year 2025. It was very exciting. So much was discussed, and we just want to continue to digest what was discussed on the Thursday meeting. So Mike, sometimes always very difficult to say what the topic is, because especially now that there's so much excitement, you go ahead and launch this discussion. Whatever you have in mind is going to be relevant because it's just fresh from what the CEO said on Thursday. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks, Comfort. And the topic of this webinar is we rise by reaching beyond ourselves. Wow. It's a really, really broad topic, very, very philosophical topic. And I really want to start by wishing the Christians around the world a happy Palm Sunday. It's Palm Sunday today in the Christian faith. It is Passion Week. It's a very, very special time. I think it's a great time of year. It is spring. It is all about renewal. And obviously, if you've been in with us for a while, if you listened to Ash last Thursday, I think that's a good way to put things. It is a renewal. It is moving forward. It is new things coming out. And today, as I listen to the topic, I suppose what I'm going to talk about will be pertinent to the topic. But that's a massive, massive topic, guys. I don't know who came up with that, but that's like a doctorate in theology. But what I want to talk about today is what's happening with Mr. Mufara, what he's doing, and how it affects you. I initially, when I thought about this webinar, I thought about coming on and doing about a 2-minute presentation that would change your life, literally. And I mean that sincerely, in ways that you can't even fathom. But I decided not to do that. I will do that in the future. But today, the reason I'm not going to do that is because Mr. Mufara on the last webinar told us that he is going to be coming out weekly now, and he's going to be explaining things. And if I did a little presentation today, I think you'd love it, but it would be speculation because it's not coming from Mr. Mufara. And I think it's better to just stay engaged and then wait for Mr. Mufara to come out and feed us what he's going to feed us over the weeks to come. I don't know how many weeks it's going to take him to go through everything he needs to before he launches phase 2. And phase 2 is what we're all looking forward to. Phase 2 is going to be bigger, better, more beautiful than we've ever seen before. But I don't know the time frame involved, whether it's a week or 4 weeks or 8 weeks. I don't know. But Mr. Mufara will go through it methodically, telling us exactly what we need to know to get an understanding of where we are and what we need to do. And when I'm talking today, I'm really talking to those individuals that are new. Maybe this is the first webinar you've ever seen. Maybe you've seen 1 or 2 or 3, and you're still a little bit in the dark. Maybe you don't quite know what's going on. And what I'd ask you to do, and believe me, the next weeks to come will change your life. And obviously, everybody on this panel will engage in what Mr. Mufara is saying and elaborate on it. So you're going to have a lot of help understanding what he's saying. But over the next couple of weeks, if you just engage, if you just come in and listen, if you just have an open mind about what's happening, Mr. Mufara is going to walk us through all of it. He's going to walk us through the structure, the new structure that he's put together for each and every one of us. He's going to walk us through the new platform, the marketing platform. He's going to walk us through how it works and how it's going to benefit you. He's going to walk us through how you can come online and actually build an online income. He's going to talk about so many things in a very short period of time. It will benefit you in ways you can't even imagine right now. And the end point of it, when he gets done explaining everything that's happening, he's already talked about the past. He's coming in with the future now. And when he gets done with that, not going to be a pause. He's going to come out and he's going to go, okay, I've told you everything you need to know, run. And now it's up to you. And what I can guarantee is if you come in and you listen over the course of the next few weeks, you are going to have a way forward to actually take care of that bottom line, to take care of yourself, take care of your family, and make an impact in your community. Again, this is a really, really neat time of year. It is spring, it is renewal, and this is what Mr. Mufara is doing. Everything has changed within the company he originally brought out. And by the way, what he originally brought out was absolutely awesome. And what he's going to be sharing with us in the next weeks to come, multiply it by 10 or 20 or 30. That's how much better it is. So I would recommend to those individuals that are here, you're new, you haven't been here that long, engage. And if you do that, you will not be disappointed. I believe when Mr. Mufara is done with us over the next weeks to come, it's just Katie bar the door. You're going to have a way forward, and it's going to be a really, really great 2025. I'll turn it back over to Comfort, and hopefully that'll start the conversation. Go ahead, Comfort.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, Mike. I really appreciate the fact that you are getting everybody to get ready, to be prepared to receive whatever the CEO has for us in the coming days or weeks ahead of us. So, guys, we are going to be discussing, I know the topic says we rise by reaching beyond ourselves. So that's the topic, but then there was so much the CEO said. This is surely one of the things that he said. So we just want to, first of all, remind ourselves by things that he said, and then continue to educate the people. So if there's something, a particular thing he said that struck you particularly, we appreciate you equally for bringing it up, and let's discuss it. Anything can fit under this topic. So let's hear from our brother Andy Burks. Welcome, bro.
Thanks, Comfort. So the order changed quite substantially. Not to worry. I think one of the things that I took from our CEO coming out, well, I took several things from it, but the fact that he's now engaging with us again and explaining a little bit more about what has actually gone on. My admiration for the man has increased tenfold to what he's had to go through, and yet he still will not give up because he's trying to do this for us. To me, that was beyond belief, because I guarantee that 99.99% of other people, if they'd have been put in that position, they said, I've had enough, I'm out. But not Mr. Mufara. And that is, you know, it just says everything for me. And I really, really appreciate the fact that the hard work, the tenacity of this man. It's just incredible. Now, moving forward, I'm excited because this is the first webinar that we've seen him for some while, and obviously he's had a lot to deal with, which I don't blame him. But now moving forward, we now kind of had a little bit more, or have a little bit more of a schedule as to what's going on, what's happening even. And you know, we've all seen it. We've all seen this speculation that's going around. And you cannot speculate. You need to know from the horse's mouth exactly what's going on. Do not jump to conclusions. Do not make assumptions. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. And I did see a post on one of the groups of someone who's made an assumption based on, you know, what's been said, but it is a pure assumption. We don't know the truth, so don't do it. Just don't assume. I think my favorite phrase is, don't assume. It makes an arse out of you and me, which is quite cool. But I'm excited for next week. We're going to see him again, and we'll learn more as time goes on. And I'm excited for the future because, as I said before, this man will not give up, and he's doing this for us. I just find that incredulous, but I'm extremely grateful. So back to you, Comfort.
Sure, thank you, Andy. I think two important things here. Like everybody else, we appreciate the fact that he even said himself that he had an opportunity or many opportunities to back off it. He said, no, I have to live up to my promise. I'm still going to do it. And also, it's very important for us to know that speculations and trying to say things the way we think and not what the CEO is saying only makes things worse, both for the CEO, for the company, and for everybody else. So let's just stay tuned and see what whatever comes from him is what we take ahead of us. So let's hear again from our brother Vincent. Brother Vincent, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you very much. And thanks also, Mike and Andy, for these great speakers. So thank you, and thanks to our sisters and brothers in the house. Happy Sunday, and then also happy Palm Sunday. So today, like what I said yesterday for OTEC Pro webinar, I said to the audience again that Mr. Ash said I was born to make the difference. So this thing for me is big for me because when someone it was away and then all these issues that like Andy mentioned just now, he went through and then all the problem that's facing and then everything that we know and then all people were saying, he came back and then he said, I was born to make the difference. So he's really a real man and then he's born to make the difference. So he has a he's very, very strong man. And so we should, like I said yesterday, we should all back up him. We should be behind him. We should pray for him and then support him for the great job that he's doing so that he can also have the power and then our support to continue doing that job so that we feel that all these guys, they are behind me and they support me fully. He will get more energy and then to continue and do the great job that he has started doing for us. So this is a great point. I also say a good thing take time. So when our CEO say a good thing take time, it's the same thing. When in terms of even when we born to education to our life today, we went through so many steps, from primary school, secondary school, university, all this. So it take time. So great thing, take time. It's not like easy way, like go to market and buy tomato and then cook. No, it's not that. So it tell us. So everything he said on that Thursday is great. Is full of great messages. As when he also said, we are not going anywhere. So when he came again, he said he's not going anywhere. So it's also another confidential information. And then he's also sure and confident that it's not going anywhere. No, it's there, it's here. And then what is matter at the time, I don't know, like our brother Mike said, we don't know the time that will take it, but for sure, I will know you deliver it. And then it will happen. So that's why he said it's not going anywhere. It's there on passive is there. So it's going to happen for sure. So only thing we need, as I said, we should be patient, let us be patient. Pray for him. He need our prayer. He need our support. Everything he's also a human being like us because sometimes he needs someone to come to him and be with him and say, okay, look, Mr. Ash, we support you. Everything you are doing, we are behind you. So not saying wrong thing about him, because negative thing get negative. So if we say we all back up him, we all pray for him, we all with him on everything we are doing, we will see that good thing will come to our needs, and then thing will come quicker, and then we'll get to the final point, the world we are looking. So I believe that everything will be fine if all of us, we are one, we are united, and then we are behind him, and then with the grace of God, thing will be happen, and then we'll be happy. So I think the message today, we should all be united, and then we should all be with him, and then thing will happen, because he said Unpassive is not going anywhere. So this one, it reassured me that we are here, and then it's here. And then also I was born to make the difference. So all this, I don't have to make too much comment about that, but this is the word that I received from him, and then I wrote it down. I said, this is a powerful message that he came out and sent it to us. So we should all reflect in this word that I said today. Is there, it's not going anywhere, and then it's going to happen. Thank you, Confirm.
Wow, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, Brother Vincent. I think that I agree with you, because there's this usual and common saying of every day that nothing good comes easy. And I think that it's not different with Unpassive, given that we know what it is, and we've been here for a while now. We know what it is. We know what's going on. We know what is we are waiting for. So it has to take time. All we need to do is the little we can by being supportive, by being positive, and that's it. Thank you so much. Sister Fumi, welcome. What's your take on the topic for today, or what Ash said on Thursday, please?
I'm glad you called me, because I wanted to piggyback on what Vincent said there. And as you know, yourself and myself talk, and what came to me on Thursday was what I've been saying for a long time, that it just comes out and gives us a little bit, and then he's smiling, but we don't have an idea of what he is going through, which shows that it's not just human, like Vincent said, but what spoke more to me was his top-notch resilience there, because it takes, apart from the fact that you are, deeply committed to the vision that God has given to you as relating to the vision of Unpassive that he has, you need to, even in your own human nature, most people would have given up. They would have hanged in the towel and say, you know what, that is it. I'm not doing this anymore. I think I'm done here. But the resilience that he showed there, regardless, despite of what he has gone through and still going through, and being able to come out and share with us those, just a little bit of it, I would say. I don't even think it's half of that. I don't even think it's 1/3. Just a little bit of it, and then tell us that we are not going anywhere and we are going to move on. Then who are we to decide how we want to go? To be honest, we don't have anywhere we're going. And so my where I'm piggybacking on what Bravin says is that our responsibility here, I know we have that topic because part of that topic is for us to grow. When you say you need to be able to go, surpass ourselves, that kind of thing, is growing personally. I know most people are grown, but we need to keep growing. But most importantly, part of growing is unity as well. So we need to make sure that we unite together. We are not going anywhere. We are behind him solidly, despite of whatever could be happening, whatever is still going to happen, and where we're going. And we are blessed with the fact that it's going to be coming out weekly. So for me, was his resilience. I wasn't surprised about some of the things he was going, because I already had this sense that he's going through much, much more than it comes out to say, that kind of thing. So for me, it's that resilience. In fact, I would say that is that kind of resilience I've not seen before, because most people would have given up. I'm telling you, most people would have given up. Thank you, Sister Comfort. Back to you.
Thank you, sis. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All
yes.
right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Mm.
I had to put this because there's noise. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, sis, for the contribution. Yeah, of course, it was powerful. We just want to laud our CEO for being resilient in spite of what he is facing. And of course, he is proof that everything is still ongoing because, like others would say, we see him every day, we listen to him, we hear him, we sit around him. That's proof that this business is here to stay and we are unstoppable. So, our brother Peter Rogers, are you happy to speak now, please?
Yes, thank you, Comfort. Hi, everybody, and welcome everybody who's listening in, obviously, to this webinar. Obviously, we're speaking about the webinar that Ash Mafara put up for us on Thursday, and he opened up and obviously told us the nature of what's happened, history of what's happened over the last, 12 months. And as everybody's obviously explaining here, he's a man with a lot of resilience and perseverance. He's a man who's got the bit between his teeth and is obviously going to make this work for all of us. So I just want to say to obviously the people who are, obviously being involved in the last 5 or 6, 7 years. Okay, if you haven't watched the video of Ash Mafara, I would suggest you go and watch it. There's lots and lots of good information on there, and it will give you the playing field of what he's laying out. Obviously, he said he's going to be coming out and explaining to us on a weekly basis, which is great. On a Thursday night, Thursday afternoon for some of us, and whatever. But he's going to obviously try and give us more details as we progress going forward. The information that he gave us obviously was very educational for us as founders being involved in the business. What I really want to say as well, obviously for the people who are obviously watching the video, Ash has actually said to only go by what he's actually saying. Don't make up stories yourself and go out and share it. That's not what, this is a business, and we got to treat this as a business. We've got a CEO who comes out and shares the information with us. Any other business out there, you would never see a CEO. So, don't take this for granted. We are moving forward, and what we're going to be seeing, what's coming, is obviously exciting. Ash is excited about what is coming. You could tell that on what he was saying and what he was sharing with us. And me, for one, came away from that webinar really excited, and I know all these people did here. So the future's good, and so obviously keep persevering, listen to the different webinars that's going on with the OTEC Pro guys, obviously heroes. As we go on, the future is going to be bright, and we'll give you the right information. So that's all I really want to say. We've got some great speakers, so carry on listening and listen to what they've got to say. Back to you, Comfort.
No, thank you so much, Pete. Thanks. I think you just added to what was discussed even yesterday during the OTEC Pro session. So guys, we just want to listen. If you find time, go back to that, hold that video, listen over and over again, and ask questions. If you don't understand what Ash says, do not ask questions based on what you hear people say, because the recording is still there. And then listen to sessions like this one, hear the interpretations or the comments that the other people make about what Ash said. That is what helps you to understand. And then whatever you say should be in line with what you hear Ash say and not what you think, because that is going to be a bit destructive to the business, as we already know. So Uncle Bob, welcome, bro. Let's know what your take is for today's topic.
Yes, Sister Comfort, good afternoon. Greetings from Bel Air. This is your brother Bob. It's good to be here. Good to see everyone. So I'm just going to proceed with what our CEO said on Thursday. My take, if that's okay. When I listen to it, and I processed what he said. I'm coming from a a security and compliance perspective, just like I said yesterday. You know, you can have the world's best system, you can have the best software, you can develop magic, but one thing that makes you function like we need to is compliance. And in this case, global compliance, you know. So you can develop whatever you want to, but if you don't meet the rules and regulations across, you will not function. They will shut you down. So when Mr. Ash spoke and he talked about the first topic he addressed in his series of issues that he wanted to address was the SEC case. As a security person and compliance person, that was very, 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 very key for me. So like I highlighted yesterday, I wanted to bring this up again. I want to reiterate the importance and the significance of what Mr. Ash said yesterday, because for me, this actually clears the path for us or for him to move forward. You know, so he told us that in fact, this has been like you know, there's a saying that like you have an albatross around your neck. I think this is what it had been for him, because he says since 2018, just as soon as he started the company, the SEC thing has been plaguing him since 2018. So what did he do? He hired one of the best law firms in the world. I think they have worked for the most famous guy, the richest man, Elon Musk. They have worked for him. That's their record. You know, the people that are working for our founder, Mr. Ajay, the team, the legal team working for him. You know, they know what they are doing. They are used to. They've worked several cases with the SEC. So he hired the best to represent us, him. And then he made sure the former staff, even though these guys, they don't work with us anymore, they did comply. They gave the SEC everything that they needed. All the evidence, all the documentation, everything that he needed. And he himself, Mr. Ash, he had to submit to not only the business record, but his personal records. So they fully complied with the SEC. They gave them everything that they needed. And he said the process was tough. Though the SEC the SEC employees or professionals were very professional. They had to do what they had to do, but it was really unfair, he says, you know, for him to have to go through what he went through, given the man's intention. If you take a step back and you look at this, what Mr. Ash Mufarah is trying to do, he's trying to accomplish, is to do good to mankind, is to make a change. His intention is to uplift. You know, he's coming with a new system, a new vision. He's a visionary. You know, what I call the new generation of innovators in the age of AI, because that's what Ash Mufarah is going to stand out to be. The new generation, you know, of innovation, of innovators. Those who are, he's one of those who history would accord as those who took artificial intelligence to a different level. And he's doing it with love, compassion, and hope. That's all. And then for him to be subjected to what he's not be subjected to is unfair. And what I'm saying is, when time has come and gone and the world has sees what this man has done, then we'll leave it to the conscience of those who made the decision to go after him in this light. Because we're going to ask them why. Everybody's going to ask them why. Why did you do this to this company? All what this guy was trying to do was to make a change, to come in and give more value for the services that he's providing. Give you more. A system that gives you more. You come in, you pay less, and you get more, so that you can uplift humanity. That is this man's intention. You understand? So we'll leave it to them, to their consciences. But he said, in summary, he said, this thing, it actually cost us. You know, can you imagine having a law firm? These lawyers, I think the charge is like, their rate is like $2,000 or $3,000 an hour, something of that nature. And he has a team working round the clock. You know, so it cost him millions of dollars, millions, and it's still costing him. And because the process is still ongoing, you know, it did not only cost us that, it cost us also with our European abroad. It cost us, you know, the things that he had to do abroad were affected because, like I said, it's an albatross around your neck. You are trying to go globally, and you have this thing you are in the United States. You are trying to go globally. You have this thing. You want to operate in this country, and they are saying that, hey, what about that case that is happening? What are you doing? You know, so it affects your KYC. He says. However, very soon it will be over, he says. You know, because he ended by saying that we have reached an initial resolution. But before he said that, he thanked all of us. He thanked us for our patience. He thanked us for our support. And he thanked us for our prayers, because prayers do work. You know, for those of us who support Mr. Ash, who pray for him, I do every day. Ever since I joined this company, every day. And it's just less than 30 seconds. I just summon him to my thoughts and prayers before I go to sleep. Summon him to my thoughts and prayers, and I ask the higher power to protect him and his family and the team. That's all. So for those of us who support him, who pray for him, who have the patience that is required, he thanked us. And he said they have reached an initial resolution, but it's not over yet. You know, there are some little final touch-ups that they are doing. And once that is done, maybe in the next few weeks, it's going to move into the courts in Orlando, he says, in the civil court in Orlando, and then hopefully the case will be dismissed. But the resolution, the settlement is mutual, so everybody is happy, you know. It's a mutual settlement, everybody is happy, and hopefully the case will be dismissed, and we are going to move on. He said that we are more than fine. He quoted Oliver Fonte by saying that, Oliver, you are saying that we are fine, but we are more than fine. And that OnPassive will not shut down. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, so, and he talked about, there are so many other topics like office locations and employees moving forward and all that, but, you know, maybe someone else can expand on that. So I'll give it back to you, Sister Comfort.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, Uncle Bob. Yeah, when you were talking, something just came to mind, which was like, I think in line with what Andy earlier on said. He has this admiration for Ash, for the fact that in spite of the challenges, he is still happy to move on. So when you remind us about a few things like what just happened, we remember that he spends a lot of money, all of those things he is doing. And he's just, I'm sorry, there's some background noise. If you can hear that, I'm not able to switch this off. So I hope you can hear me. So, you know, the fact that he's still happy to do this, spending money, spending time, his reputation, and all of those things, and it's still going on. He volunteers to do this because nobody invited him to do a thing like this. Nobody ever asked him, can you do? Or nobody put on some communicator, would look for somebody to stand up and take the courage and do this thing. He volunteers to do this, and all we pay him is put him through what he is going through now. And he is like, yes, I am ready to still bear the crown of thorns. It hurts, but then I am bleeding. I will still go on. So guys, I think we just need to be there for him and do whatever we are doing in our own little part. It goes a long way and he appreciates it. Let's continue to be positive. My brother engineer, Shusanta, thank you so much for joining, and we appreciate you too for all that you are doing for your community.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you so much. I also thank all the panelists. Actually, it is almost 1 AM at my place. So still I am here I enjoy actually listening to so many leaders. So actually, I should say that Ash is our great source of energy. He is a great source of our energy. Last Thursday, when we saw him, I'm sure we are more energetic, we are more inspired, and whatever he shared, that is the real fact, and how much pain he has taken on his shoulder, that is unbelievable. Other than Ash, if there was anyone, I'm sure that as Andy was saying, he could say that yes, goodbye. But Ash still is there. So those we actually enjoy on passive. So every day we feel that it's a great on passive day. Every day is a great day. And we didn't get any monetary benefit from on passive, but what we got from this platform, that is beyond any amount of money, I think. We have learned that how to extend our hands to others. Really, the true growth begins when we look beyond our own comfort zone, own needs, and extend our hands to others. So we rise by reaching beyond ourselves is more than just a motivational phrase. It's a powerful principle that underlines the deepest forms of success, leadership, and fulfillment. So, to reach beyond ourselves means to think beyond me, and step into the realm of we. That is, we have to shift from me to we. And we have learned that from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. He's a person like that. So it's the act of lifting others, offering helping hands, mentoring, serving of simply showing up for someone when they need it most. So reaching beyond ourselves, that is, builds our character, deepness, empathy, and create a ripple of positive impact. So success isn't just about personal gains. It's about how many we lift along the way. In lifting others, we rise together. That is, how much we are giving to others, we will receive more than that. That also we have learned from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. He's such a knowledgeable person, and so wisdom he belongs to. This is unbelievable. Whenever and whatever the time we listen to him, we learn more and more and so many new things. At On Passive, I think this phrase isn't just a belief, it's a way of life. The heart of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, lies in uplifting others through innovation, automation, and community support. So On Passive, it's a platform built not just only for individual success, but for a collective growth. So let's hope for the best. We all are fine. We are all are more and more fine, like as said Oliver Fonte. Thank you so much. Back to Sis Comfort.
Wow, thank you, my brother, Engineer Sushanta. I think I'm happy you brought back what Ash said, lifting others, we grow together. One of the things we all can testify is how much we have learned from Mr. Mufareh, and we are trying to emulate his leadership style, which is one of the best personally have come across. And I believe we are going to go a long way because he has prepared us as a package, both from our hearts to physically and spiritually. I think we are ready for this journey. So, Brother Oliver, welcome.
Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. I want to thank everybody that's here today and Sunday. I'm sure we are all happy for what we heard on Thursday, and we are in a very good position, and we are waiting for the coming this coming week. Don't know if it's going to be Thursday or Friday or when, but hopefully it's going to be Thursday. Yeah. For what I gather on that Thursday makes me in fact, I don't know what I can say, but you know, when he said we are winners by definition, and to make a difference and light and to share light to our neighborhood, and that this year is going to be a good year, and next year we'll concentrate on humanity. I was like, therefore we are there. When we don't know. Having webinars with us weekly, like he said, like my brother, my Ellie said, we don't know till when the webinar is going to take place, it's going to end. But when you listen to him, I just want to plead with everybody around the world, when he also make that statement that people should connect to the right networks. Now is the time for us to get that information. When I heard from my brother Bob in those days, when we started with webinars, he said when he read Robert Kiyosaki, that those who get the information are the people that are going to be rich, are the people that are going to make the dollars, are the people that are going to be in that position. I'm begging everybody, those who are the early birds, even those who have gone, they've come back. There's one thing with Mr. Ash, I can't really put my finger on it. This guy is a super good man. He is a super good man. To pardon people who've hurt this company, and we still have some of them inside still hurting the company, he still want to keep them. He's, in fact, I don't know what to say, but that's Ash. That's Ash. And he wants to bring them back, and he says he's going to bring them back. But what I'm trying to say that is for people to get the information. Don't go and rely on this person brought me here. Comfort said something yesterday about the person who brought her in. She now is going to be the person to talk to that person, to bring that, to bring back that person, to reset that person's mind, for that person to be refocused now on this company that is coming. This is what people have to connect themselves to the right network, get the information. Don't go and rely that because this man brought me in, I'm going to stay here, I'm going to stay here. This is particular to our French community in Africa, the African French community. Be loyal to your business, be loyal to Mr. Ash Mufara, be loyal to OnPassive, and get the right information. Marcia and Francine, Serge, Frank, they are carrying on webinars 3 times a week. What we are saying today, what we said in OTech Pro, in Marty and Chris, is what they are also passing out to the French community. Go there and get this information. Stakes are high. Each week that passes, you didn't get the information. Please go back and listen and watch Mr. Ash. Get the information. If you have any question, ask. Pick that phone, call, and ask. Because now, if you miss that information, this is your business. Don't think when we go live, you will call one of us. I'll also be struggling. Because each day when we go live, we will be learning every day in the business. Mr. Ash said that the new business that is coming is more than fine. is more than fine. So I'm just begging everybody, come back, listen, get the information, because the information that is coming each week is going to help you to build your business. Thank you, Comfort.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Brother Oliver. I think the importance for us to emphasize on this cannot be, it's needed, because we just want to remind ourselves that the moment you ever took your hand and signed the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement, and took and assumed a position in this company, made you an individual. So you are not answerable to someone because they introduced the idea to you. You took an informed decision, knew what you were signing in for, knew that you were signing a business which becomes yours, and you are going to run it as an individual. You are going to educate yourself about the business. And so it has nothing to do again with that person who introduced you, or that person who made so many videos and presentations and educated you. You were just learning so that you grow and be an individual, a standalone human being in this company, like that person who brought you. That person is not superior to you because they introduced you to the business. If we go from there, you will not be misled. And if you also go from there as somebody who brought someone to join, you will not be misleading people. All of those things are distractions. The moment you sign in, you have the same right, the same position as the person who brought you in. So I think that's what works. And Brother Oliver, I appreciate you for coming back to that again. So again, let's go back to our beautiful ladies in the house. Sister Marcienne, do you want to chip in something, please?
Wow, I was so comfortable listening to everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the great speaker, the previous one, and Uncle Oliver. I cannot say thank enough, because that was one thing that has been running in my mind since Thursday. And a lot of people have struggled to try to interpret on their own way what our CEO have said, which that's not true. And I have one question that I'm going to ask everybody that is listening. If you have God and you have the angel and you have to go to heaven, who are you going to go to take the key? Are you going to let God that is by your side and run to the angel to take the key? So guys, we have our CEO, the CEO of this company that is taking us for a new revolution, for a new us. Are you leaving the CEO that is telling you, I am the one taking you to the promised land where you are going to have a new life? To go to the angel, to the people around him in his compound, and start asking them, where can I get the key? The key is right here for you. Focus on our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. Listen to him. Then, if you don't have it, ask somebody, can you re-explain what he said yesterday? I want to be online. Information, like they just say here, is the key of everything. You might have a lot of money, but if you don't know where to go with your money, you might end up be dumb in the water with that money. You have to know where to place that money to let that money bring something back to you. Where we are, I don't think that Mike Ellis have said it enough. The time is now. You have to be ready. You have to have your ear open, and you have to be focusing on what they are telling you. Because when that moment comes and they say, go, I'm not going to be turning back to look for where the key is from the angel. I will be following the person in front of me with that key, because I want to get in. I want to get in. So that time is now for us. We all know where to go and get the information. We all know what we need to do. We have this webinar going on. This Hero webinar has been going on as far as I know that the company has been born. They have never stopped for one day. And we have been trying on our own way. Engineer Susancho just left. And we, the French speaking, we've been trying on our own way to let our people being in the same page where the company is going. Sister Comfort even tried to speak it in pidgin language For our mothers that they are back home and they are just farmers, they don't know how either French or English. She go very far to say everything in that pidgin English so that you don't have to go and ask somebody that will put sugar and salt before telling you. She wants you to get it on your own native language. I remember sometimes ago, before they close our ecosystem, we have different language. If in the Swahili, everything was written in our ecosystem. Guys, you know why our CEO was doing that? It's not because he was doing that because he know that when you are the only one that can understand from your own language what A means. That was why he tried to duplicate so many languages so that people do not interpret wrongly what he has said. And because our ecosystem was a little bit in hole, now we come up with our own voice saying that, okay, we are going to do our own way of bringing people together in the same page. Please do not follow the person, follow the talk from your CEO. Follow what your CEO is saying. Don't follow the person that is repeating to you. If you don't like me, it's okay, but like what your CEO is saying, because that's where you are going to have your wealth. What the word that is saying on Thursday or any other time that he will come, that's what you have to pick and take it home. Don't look at me. I might not be the kind of the person you want to see, but the words that I'm telling you, take that word and go with it and give it to other people. So, Sister Comfort, I just want to say thank you for today, Sunday, and we would go from there.
Yeah, sure, sis. There is a saying that how come I forgot this saying? All right, I'll go back to what Ash said about choices. I was going to say that so that I talk about Ash's choices. So you choose whoever you want to follow, all right? If you choose to follow that person that you admire so much, who is your leader, the words that some of us don't like using because those words drive some people crazy. If you choose to worship and follow a particular leader, it's your choice. Follow them. But know that these ways do not move to the same direction, to the same destination. Wherever Mr. Mufara is going is the direction we are going to. So you choose anybody and you find yourself in a pit somewhere. Do not blame anybody. But then what we can do, nobody has control over what you want to believe in or who you want to listen to. But know that sometimes some leaders can lead you, can actually mislead you. I think there's some people we should call misleaders who pose as leaders. So you have a choice. Choose wisely. Mr. Mufara is coming up quite regularly in the coming weeks. That's what we should be looking up to. So thank you, Sister Maxine. And of course, Minu, let's hear what you want to say, sis.
Thank you. Yes, Comfort. It's been 6-7 years into 8 years. If by now you haven't grasped the concept, there may not be hope for you. This is a mission of inclusivity. This is not about religion, race, age, or social status. This may be way too high for your IQ level to understand. We say prayers for you. Don't even try to wrench in the smooth movement of this company. You only make a fool of yourself. Ask yourself, are you chasing your own personal gain? Is the greed getting in your way and closing your eyes? Be careful, people, who you follow. Unfortunately, the ones that don't understand English, that makes them vulnerable. That makes them at the mercy of translation and interpretation. Beware of that. Hopefully, technology will reach the ones and bring people to understanding the multinational language so they study it for themselves. So stay focused, as our brother Bob Takusi says and Marcian just mentioned, to stay faithful and stay on track. Love you.
That was powerful. Thank you, sis. I think we all are speaking the same language. Stay focused, stay faithful to the process. We are almost there. So one step at a time, and every second of our life is drawing us closer to the target. Thank you, Minu. So I just want to see, I saw my brother Serge here, and apparently he has gone. So if he's gone, I will surely give the spot to my sister Francine to make a contribution, but in English. So sis, welcome. Your take on the topic, please.
Hi everyone, I love but in English and I'm struggling with English. Thank you. Thank you,
Good girl,
Comfort.
go ahead.
It has been a very powerful meeting and I am so blessed to be among you today. And in regard to what Ash has done for us on the 10th of this month, I am really grateful because, as I said it that very day, I was really impressed by this power he has in himself that keeps him so resilient to come because he owes us nothing, to just come voluntarily in front of us and explain why the ongoing. I think as an adult, when we see another adult who owes us nothing coming and expressing himself so quietly, so respectfully, because when Ash talks, he puts an emphasis on each word he spells out. So this called me to be much more inside the movement we are into. That movement is not any movement. This is something inspired by, call it the way you want. I call it God. It's an inspiration. And this doesn't come anytime. And this is the response of the time we are living in. Because most of the time I used to ask people, please watch around you. Check the politics around you. Check the geopolitics. Listen to what is going on. God is guiding us somewhere. If you don't see it, please go inside yourself, pray, and ask God to open your eyes. And I will not come back to what Marcian has said, what Mike has said. But for those who have been listening to us, and particularly I call on my brothers from Africa, we have had so many opportunities and we have let them go. Tomorrow we don't have to come and put the burden on someone else. This is the time to become adults and responsible of the acts we pose. Please, I'm calling on all of us. I know this movement is global, but we are concerned. We have been struggling. So many around us still not have water. We don't have hospitals. We don't have. I can list it. Now is the time to become serious, to become adults and realize that we have a gift. This is a gift. We are not asking you anything. Let us grow and become rich from our spirit. Let's step away from poor spirits. Let's step away from things that have nonsense. We lose so much time in nonsense. Please, what is it? Please forgive me to be passionate when I talk about this. You don't know what it is. None of you know what it is to be poor, to be hungry, to be sick, not knowing how to start the day. And we are here talking about what? I am French speaking, I am English speaking. Who was born with English on his tongue? Who among us? I'm asking you. Is this putting food in your plate? Is this helping the young people who are dying in the sea to say, I am French? Please tell me, who has chosen to be born where he was born? Who among us? Because this issue also has to be addressed. I am Catholic, I am Muslim, I am this, I am that. Who was born what? Please, I ask you to forgive me because sometimes it's just too much. We have to be serious with our lives, and our lives are not ours. It's a gift from God, and we have to protect it for ourselves and for others. Let us be serious. Let us love ourselves enough to protect that life for others. So I'm calling on each one of us. Please do not let the gift slip away. It might be too late. Thank you.
I think this opportunity could only come to us through Ash, because we have seen that there are people around us within our community who are like, they just look at you and think that comfort is not worth it. Comfort is not supposed to be there. Peter Rogers is not supposed to be in this business, ABC. But Ash makes it for everybody. That's why he even goes after the people who hurt him so bad and still considers forgiving them at some point. So whatever people think, that's their business. Ash is who he is. And God chose so wisely. He knew that only Ash could bring this to us because he has that kind of a heart that is just different. And that's what I go by. So thank you. Brother Bob, did you want to say something? All right. Come on.
You know, Sister Comfort, let me just chime in here a little bit. You know, when Oliver spoke, he talked about the concept of a pardon. You know, when Ash talked to us, he said, I call it a pardon. He talked about something like a grandfather concept, or what I would call maybe a general amnesty. This tells you the human character and the spirit of our founder, Ash Mufare, that I wish we all should have that deep inside us. This company is built with, we say it is automated, it's integrated, it's powered by artificial intelligence, superior, sophisticated, and all that. But there is a sublime unseen component of love, compassion, and hope within. It is integrated in all aspects inside the systems, inside the employees, everything about this company. There is that unseen component. Ash Mufara is love, compassion, and hope. Let us always know that that is what is driving this man. That is what is driving his intention. That is why we are here. That is why we are here. We should never forget that. You know, it's human character and the spirit of our founder is what we must all times always have that at the back of our mind as we speak and as we absorb stuff. I just feel compelled to say this to all of us, every single one of us. If you want to be Ash, think of love, think of compassion, think of hope, because that's what it's bringing to us. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. I think I like the last few words. If you want to be Ash, think of love and all of those things. Thank you, bro. So, Marty, are you there? Have you been with us? Join us now. Say something.
Yeah, part of it. Anyway, I know what the topic is, so I can. Yeah, I made it back in time. So, no, I hear a lot of stuff and all that. I just would like to say, you know, people are going to be people. They're going to do things that you go, why did they do that? But I think it'd be just a good idea. Let God judge people. That's his lane. I don't want no parts of it. I'm not good at it, and who am I to judge? I don't like some of the stuff that happens, but I think it hurts people. Yeah, I mean, there's been times I'm not the happiest camper in the world, but when given time, if I have time to think about it, I usually cool myself down and say, hey, look, that's a small gnat on a large animal. But anyway, things happen. There's been a few. I just don't think we need to go there. Yeah, it bothers us, but I think we should focus on what we have. And like Ash, you know, he always forgives. Always. There's some people, you know, even when he said the door's open, just come back. You did whatever you might have done. Now there's some that they're not going to be coming through that door. But I mean, some of the people, they said a couple things, they did this. People are people. Everybody says something, does something that you go, what the heck did he say that for? But hey, I know this. Most of us have enough trouble running a sane life without jumping into the, you know, the life of why did he say and what, you know, it just seems like a lot of work. But what I do want to say is I think the easiest thing to focus on, and it's not a lot. A company was built by Mr. Ash Mufareh, where you can earn what you deserve. If you take care of yourself, you know yourself, you build yourself, I believe you'll feel that you deserve more. The platform breaks through your limits. It's unlimited in every aspect, 360 degrees, it's unlimited. Now, if you're asking, I don't understand why you say that, then you haven't dug in deep enough. And you can. It's a platform where you can live your dreams, not 20%, 30%, fully. Fully, you can live your dreams. Take care of yourself. And then you can take care of others. Imagine going through life where you don't have to go, what about this? And what if this happens? And what if that happens? Or just surviving and actually thriving. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do there? I can't afford to. Do I pay the electric? But your new comment will be, what's next? What can I do next to help others? A movement where everyone wins. I want to tell you, if you just went out, and I don't want to hear you're not a marketer, everybody markets. You've told people about a good movie. You told people about a sale at a store. I've told people about maybe hundreds of movies in my lifetime. And every time I go out to the mailbox, MGM didn't send me anything. But imagine sharing something you love, actually an ideology that you love, and making an income from it, because that's really what it is. The products are going to be there. And that's the beauty of it. The power we need, the platform we need that Ash is building, we can do anything we want. A purpose-driven path to succeed, and not just succeed with impact. I mean, like slamming our way forward. And people will see it. They're going to want it, even if they don't understand it. And yes, we're going to run into those people. I definitely don't know the Bible 100%, but there was one point where disciples walked up to Jesus and said, look at them over there. They think that they're with you or whatever, in kind of that kind of talk. And he said, leave them alone. Let them go. I mean, you know, it's just, that's what we should do. I mean, I got a hot head. I mean, there's times I did not let it go. But I noticed when I went at somebody without thinking, I made it worse. Why? I'm going to go back to that big problem we all have. We're human. I'm not looking at stuff from somebody else's point of view. You just keep pointing of the great. And even some of the so-called negative people, they're going to come too. I've seen people change already. I've heard people call me and this is blah, 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 blah. And my response was, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Maybe you should just keep peeking over the fence until you see a change. Some of those people have contacted me. This is something special. Takes time. Everybody's different. A global company where we live our full potential, earn what you're worth, live your dreams, break limits. You know, like a disgusting percentage. They don't know exactly, but it's like 5 or 6 or 7% of the people that are born, and when they die, they live like 40% of their life, what they wanted, what their dreams were. I don't know about you. So the platform alone for everyone, people that are watching, people that will be watching, they want hope. Part of hope is money. Part of hope is living your fullness. Part of hope is being able to help others. It's a lot. It's not just one thing or the other. It's a lot of stuff. And the other thing is, I want you to picture, there's a lot of people out there that's surrounded by people that just don't get them. They're kind of the black sheep. They're looking for us. I was a black sheep. Dreamer, crazy, always looking for the rainbow, and that was me. But thank God I didn't give up. I found the rainbow. I found the pot of gold at the end of it. And I found the leprechaun. He lives in Florida. I'm just kidding. I had to go that little extra step. But anyway, no, I think we got a great thing. I came in about the same time as Francine was talking. And I told you, I'm good at finding diamonds in the rough, because she blew me away. Ooh, doggy. That's why I call her AI. No, everybody, thank you. We're all passionate. All of us are passionate. You know why? It's like your baby. The more you know about it, the more passionate you get. I'm madder at I get more upset with people when they go after somebody else than I do myself. I'm a superstar on YouTube for some of these people. Really. I mean, they say all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't know it, but you know, Chris comes and tells me. I just want to let everybody know out there that's watching this, that's not in this company. And I want people that are in the company to realize, why make waves? Just take it easy. There's a place, there's a home here for everyone. I would want to be in this home early, and you can reach out to any one of these people and get on the list for early bird. I think in a very short time, we're going to get links, and we're going to be able to go into this company that was built for us for 7 years. 7 years. We learned a lot. We got beat up. Ash got beat up royally. But like I said earlier, I was in companies with Mr. Ellis here where they imploded and didn't tell us. And they drug us along for a year, 2 years. We paid every month. What he's doing or she's doing in the back is piling up the money to go to Belize. We didn't know it. We just didn't know it. One day we went, clicked on the site, down for maintenance. It's still down. And that person just left. Ash had an implosion. It started, think about this, in September of 2023. We launched, we had problems with the merchants. We got a letter from the SEC the Friday before, and there was an implosion. It started then, the ripple effect of not very good. The following year's 2024 was a big implosion. All that time, did he say, I got to recuperate some of this money that I have lost that has been bled out of me. Did he ever say, look, you guys got to pay a month. I'm giving you Connect. I'm not going to charge you full price, but that electric is massive. We're paying AWS. It's not a word. In fact, when he got knocked off at the knees, the first thing out of his mouth is, hey, just give Connect everybody until we fix this problem. Because the problem was his. He never gave it to us. I'm building you a place to go. Yes, things crumbled and fell. And when I'm trying to put them back up, I realized the whole foundation is a mess. But you gotta pay something. We're in this together. No, we're only in this together. We reap the benefit. We did nothing during the disaster. Nothing. When I talk every day and everybody here, I'm not doing this as a job. I want to do it. If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. I'm not doing it to build my team. I'm going to have a very large team if I started from scratch today. I'll tell you right now, I have a very large team if we started from scratch today. And if you're anywhere around us, me, Mike, Dan, whatever, through osmosis, you're going to do really, really well, not counting what the company will do. You rub up against my fat ass, you're going to do well. Because I want to share what we know. And I'm sorry I said ass, but couldn't think of nothing else. But anyway, no, I think it's a great meeting. I had to learn that people are going to be people. But the whole time, one bad apple's out there. I think of all the people that Francine talked about today. Should I be focusing on this or him or her or whatever donkey it is? Or should I be focusing on people that walk 3 or 4 miles to get water, and the water they get might even kill them? I don't know. It's an easy decision. So let's go that direction. That's my opinion. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you, Marty. I think I get you well. Even Ash himself said it on Thursday that we will always have these people, but what we need to do is ignore them. Because when we go after them, we give them attention and make them feel like, yes, I did it. Yes, I made it. So when he says we should ignore, my opinion, it's not that we should just sweep the wrong thing they do under the carpet, but we address it maybe from the proactive perspective and just say the right thing, how it's supposed to be said, or do the right thing, how it's supposed to be done, and just let them be wherever they are. Whoever was hurt will know that these other people know the right thing, and that's what I want to listen to. But I think we all are in the right place. We just share Ash's love. The passion is there, and we want to support him. Let's keep on keeping on. It's all good. We're all fine, like our brother Oliver would say. So, Mike, you've been listening. You were the first speaker. Maybe you would like to say something again before we hand it over to our sister Gifty to close the meeting.
Not really, Comfort. I think the only thing I would mention that Marty talked about, it's unlimited. It doesn't matter if you're limited on passive. What Mr. Mufara is doing, it is unlimited. And you're going to find that over the weeks to come. They're going to be very, very good weeks. You're going to get excited about your life, and you're going to get excited about what Mr. Mufara is going to be introducing to each and every one of us. That's it, Comfort. Go ahead.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Another powerful one today. Again, as usual, we appreciate you all. And it's been recorded. At some point, it's going to be broadcast out there for our family to watch and whoever is interested. So, Sister Gifty, it's been a great one, and I would like to give you to conclude for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you, each and everyone, for your contribution today. Our topic was We Rise by Reaching Beyond Ourselves. If you look at Mr. Ash Mufara, this is what he has done. Since 2018, through the crook ways, God has been with him, lead him through the thick and thins. We are still growing strong. This is what we have to learn from. We all came into this business for one thing. Our purpose was to gain or earn something. But now we have grown beyond that. We have rise beyond that. And as last Thursday he said, we are not going to leave anybody behind. Even the prodigal children, he is willing to accept them back. But rest assured, the inheritance are not, they are not going to get some part of the inheritance. Because when the prodigal son took his or her inheritance and ran away, he came back. The father accepted him, but the inheritance was written off already. As Mr. Ash Mufara has opened his heart, we shouldn't take his leniency for granted. We shouldn't take his softness for granted. We have to respect him because he has opened his heart for us. He has opened his mind for us. We shouldn't continue to stab him because he likes human beings and his heart is open because the company is built with love, with heart. So we will continue to do things to hurt him each and every day. That is unfair to me. It is unfair. We have to rise beyond that. We have to learn as we are learning because our purpose was to get money. But now we have grown beyond that. Let us continue to grow beyond that and be there for each other, not suppressing. Not because of greediness, you suppress your brother or your sister. I don't care about him. Since day one I entered this company, I don't care about him. I know if I'm in, I'm going to win. So I don't care about my team size. If today nothing is in my back office, I don't care because I know whilst I'm in, I'm going to win. Let us have this big heart. Let us have open-minded people. Let us love each other because this company, it is one chance in a lifetime. It is a great opportunity for us. Don't think you entered with this 97, so you have the right to oppress people, walk over people. No, 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 no. We paid only once. So I don't consider myself even a rightful person to stand somewhere and say, I have this, I'm this, I'm no.
Right.
No. We have to grow beyond that. We have to rise beyond that. As we are learning, even somebody who is a slow learner will slowly learn. So let us rise beyond ourselves and do better. As we are going forward, let us put bad things behind. Let us move forward together with big hearts. Let us move forward with oneness, with good hearts, with everything that is right to do. Let us stop. As this man is pushing forward, we are doing things that will push him back. I think it is high time for us to move forward, rise beyond ourselves, and do the rightful and the needful things so that Mr. Ash will be happy that he is sacrificing for us. We are also making him happy. Thank you very much, Mr. Comfort. Thank you.
Wow, that was powerful. That was deep. And to a word to the wise to say a word is sufficient. I'm not going back to that because we all heard what our sister said and everybody else. So the future is bright. The future is pregnant. Let's get ready for the greatest shapes of our lives. Thank you guys for coming. See you again soon. Love you all, guys. Bye. Thank you.